mercy reigns and never dies. There's a place where streams of grace flow deep and wide, where all the love I've ever found comes like a flood, comes flowing down.
Hannah Harper in American Idol Season 24, Top 14, in a week themed Songs of Faith just before Easter 2026, sings At the Cross. Yes! I love him so much. Full voice, again connected, but much more breath flowing.
Don't want a mic stand just hanging around.
I keep me where the light is.
Yeah. What's up, everybody? My name is Johan Bester here in Johannesburg, South Africa. So welcome. You're so welcome. If this is your first time, I'm really happy that you clicked. You probably clicked because you're a fan of Hannah and or the show, which are both good things. Yeah, and now that we're getting to the sort of final stages, I guess in everybody's mind, you know, we're sort of working out who our favorites or favorite, maybe, singular, is to win the whole thing. And it seems to me, based on the reaction on the internet, that Hannah is becoming a favorite of a lot of people. If you are one of them, please leave a comment. Let me know. And if you want to, let me know why she's one of your favorites or your favorite. I have liked what she does right from the outset, right from the String Cheese song. And please watch my analysis of her other performances, her audition and another performance. I've got a playlist on my channel. It's called American Idol. You can find it there really easily. I've loved what she does because of her authenticity. That is a big thing for me. In this day and age, I have been feeling over the last, especially since COVID, over the last 5-6 years, I've been feeling that more and more people are longing for the real, for the authentic. People are more and more sick and tired of fake and of trends. People just want something true and authentic to hold on to. And I think that's, to me, it makes a lot of sense because I believe we are designed that way, to look for the real, the authentic. So I've loved her for that, her authenticity, unpretentiousness, but not always goes hand in hand with it, but in her case it does. She doesn't try to be anything that she's not. She's just a young mom, and she had a moment, and she wrote the song, and here she is. She makes her own outfits, and she's just totally carving out a path for herself, which I think is really beautiful. But then, she also sings very well. It took me a while to figure out the key. Yeah, so D major. Sorry, I had to think about that for a minute. D major. So she's got a fairly light voice, which means it's a voice that shines in a higher pitch range. But she chooses the right songs to sing every time, every step throughout the competition. And she chooses the right keys to sing it in. And you might go, duh. And I'm like, no, that's a big deal. Big deal. Choosing the right song for you as a person, something you can connect with, something you understand. Something that speaks to you so that when you sing, your emotional connection to the song can be transferred to the audience. And then choosing the right key to sing that song in so that it'll make your voice shine, especially in a competition. right? So all of that is in place. Beautiful tone, good control. She's not one of those super duper singing runs and riffs and belting out high, F sharps and G's and stuff. That's not who she is. She stays in her lane, which is another great quality of any artist, in my opinion. But especially in a competition, show people what you're good at. Don't try to do something you're not good at and then expose that that's really not you. That's not your voice. That's not your skill. That's not who you are. That is just silly, right? And many people fall in that trap. And then in this performance, she clearly is a Christian. She clearly is someone who understands the sacrifice of Jesus Christ on the cross. She clearly connects to the true meaning of this song. It looks like she didn't really practice how she's going to perform in terms of, stagecraft, like facial expressions and movements and hand movements and stuff. She's just super calm and in the moment, connected to the song, and she just allows it to happen. So beautiful. That standing in one spot and commanding the attention of the viewers, the audience, the listeners, that's great stagecraft. You don't always have to pick the mic off the stand at a certain moment or, move across the stage or onto the little walkway sort of ramp thingy that they sometimes have and whatever, and touch people's hands or whatever. Sometimes you just need to be still, but it's still a skill to demand the people's attention. That's my point. So let's continue.
At the cross, I surrender my life. I'm in awe of you. I'm in awe of you. Where your love red, and my sin washed white. I owe all to you. I owe all to you. Oh, here my hope is found. Here on holy ground. Here I bow down. Here arms open wide. Here saved my life. Here I bow down. Here I bow.
Wow, beautiful.
At the cross, I surrender my life. I'm in awe of you. I'm in awe of you, Jesus.
Yeah. The title of the video is Hannah Harper Worships with At the Cross. Yeah, she's worshipping. Like I said, she clearly knows what Jesus did for her, as I know what he did for me. And that's why, together with the tone and how well she understands her voice and uses it, that's why I think this performance is so powerful. Did you notice there was one moment where she had to swallow and then she missed a word? But she just kept singing. She didn't show that she was upset about it. And we talk a lot about eyes closed and eyes open. When you perform as a vocalist, we can't have our eyes closed too much, because then, I hate to say, it's a cliche, but it's the truth. The eyes are the windows to the soul. When you look into somebody's eyes, you can tell. It almost doesn't matter what their words are. Sometimes their words says one thing, but their eyes says another thing, right? So she had her eyes closed for a lot of this, but it didn't bother me as a coach and as somebody who analyzes it, because it was just so real. She was just so connected. And by the response in the audience, you can tell that people were there. People were there with her. So I think it was beautiful, and I think there's a strong possibility Hannah Harper could end up in the top 3. That's as far as I'll go in terms of my prediction, because you never know. You guys need to vote. If you live in the States and you have access to all the voting systems and stuff, you need to vote for your favorites. Don't just assume, oh yeah, I love her, but so many people love her, so let me vote for the second or third person that I also like. Vote for the person you think deserves to win. Vote for the person who carries a message with their whole everything, with their life, with who they are, and how they perform, and how they carry themselves, and all of that. Chose a person that you would like to have a bigger platform, so that what they are, who they are, and what they do can influence more people. That's a good way to think about it. But yeah, I think she could end up in the top 3, and I think it would be well deserved if that happens. So, thank you for spending the time with me. I really appreciate it. If you are still here, please give the video a thumbs up. It takes a second. Please subscribe. It's free of charge. I would appreciate it. And until next time, I want you to remember that your voice matters.